EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give the receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, he's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
53, ready.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Rodgers on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At long last, the Eagles have found their new marquee #1 receiver. They dealt for Brown in last year's draft, and all he did in year 1 was set a new franchise record for yards, 4th best in the league. He gets him a first down there.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. After the interception, here's Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. Well, he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Hey, 22!
Going right back to Akers. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Stafford. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand-new ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Third and long. It's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point.